Okay, you are definitely on my list, buddy. Not for a long time, unfortunately. Not even through choice. My mesmerize level is 1 right now, and I need mesmerize level 5. It's literally not gone up once in this entire playthrough so far, so... What are we working on here? Let me have a look at my... Yeah, here we go. Yeah, I got like half the... 1, 2, 3... Dorothy Crane. She is up to something, isn't she? 1, 2, Craney girl. Listen, listen. Whispers. Cold, fatigue, fatigue. Maybe because they hang out together. I believe it's every time you do a chapter is when you get a point in it. Humans! I'll talk to you in a minute. Humans! Hello.
Excuse me, sir. I have a few questions for you.
I'm a journalist. I didn't answer the first one, so piss off.
I'm not a journalist, I'm a doctor.
A doctor, you say? It's quite a rare breed in this part of town.
Really? But still, here I am. Dr. Jonathan Reed, at your service.
I'm Joe Peterson to some, but Colossus Joe to most.
Colossus
and I don't remember
Joe.
asking for your service, sir.
You alright, buddy? You're fine.
Have you heard of a nurse named Dorothy Crane? She's a colleague of mine, and is supposed to live around here.
Dorothy Crane. Yeah, I know her. One of the few good souls who dare to help the sick around here.
Could you please tell me more about her?
She's a nice girl. Tries to help the migrants. I offered to give her a hand, but she said my reputation would attract too much attention.
May I ask what you do around here?
I do whatever I want, and sometimes even more. Now sod off.
According to you, physicians are scarce in this part of town. Why is that?
Not familiar with this neighborhood, are you? I guess your fancy colleagues are too afraid of being stabbed in the back.
This part of town does have quite a reputation. Would you say it's justified?
Totally. Look at me, for instance. I always look my opponent in the eye before knocking him out.
Yeah. I'm not convinced I'm going to kill him quite yet. He's on the half list. He's not quite there.
Goodbye.
Cheap price, good quality. Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
What are you selling? Damp cardboard boxes?
Welcome, sir. Please take a browse of my wares.
I am Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
Doctor? Interesting. I'm Barrett Lewis. Usually I don't have time to waste with talk, but at this hour of the night I can hardly refuse.
I knock out one person. One person.
Have you heard of a nurse called Dorothy Crane?
Nurse Crane. So the bitch really is a nurse then? Always thought she was just some crafty foreigner, that one.
Wow.
So she's trying to help her fellow immigrants. Why would that make her a villain?
Dorothy Crane ain't even a real name. Something like Dorothea Craniu. Something like that. Came to England fleeing the war, I was told.
That doesn't explain why she irritates you so much.
Your precious Nurse Crane gives away medical supplies and prescriptions for free. I offered to sell it for a fair cut, but no. Miss Crane wanted to play the quiet saint.
Well, so far she sounds like a lovely person. I'm very suspicious of her, though. I don't know why. I can't really put my finger on it. He knows Joe. Colossal Joe. Why am I suspicious of her? She gives away stuff. She used to be resistant. She's nice to all the migrants. Maybe she's a lovely person.
How is business around here?
Business? I have no business. Between this racket, theft, and customers getting scared, I'm losing money every day.
I see. Sounds like you blame someone in particular for your situation.
It's no secret Joe Peterson spends his time harassing merchants. But with me, he's trying to put me out of business once and for all.
I mean, this guy's not done anything too bad other than be slightly racist. Other than that, just minor details.
As a merchant, you see Whitechapel every day. Have you noticed anything out of the ordinary recently?
What you mean besides the epidemic, the war, and all the usual crap? As long as I can remember, this part of town has been a bottomless pit, and no sign of the bottom yet.
Violence is increasing in the borough.
Yeah,
I don't like him
ago,
either.
some blokes jumped me. Came out of one of the condemned workshops. Fever, madness, something like that.
Where did this happen? Why did you go there?
In the closed workshops nearby. I worked there as an apprentice in better days. Now I only go to find trinkets or tools. Too bad I was mugged though. There was good money in that little box of loot I lost.
I'm sensing an investigation. There it is. Wait, you fine? You're fine.
Have you been hurt?
No, but that's only because I ran like hell. Those men were raving lunatics, I tell you. Not even able to speak anymore, just screaming.
Goodbye.
No, I don't want.
You never... Right then.
Does anyone remember what I needed? It was a handle part, right? Or a trigger part? I can't remember for the life of me. Can I sell that? I'm not going to use it. I just sell these every time, right? Can't I fill these up for free? Am I going crazy? I think so. Am I missing a trick here? Can I not get infinite money? Free handle parts. But not tiny ones, right? Normal ones. Oh, they're so expensive. Ugh. Okay. Ugh, I feel sick.
Where's my money?
Human! Right, that's Joe in that. What are you up to, Joe?
You again?
What are you're doing something. Ah.
How did you become the local bully everyone is afraid of, Joe?
There's no pride in roughing up poor bastards. But this is the only job I've found. And it pays well, too.
A job? So you're racketeering for someone else?
I got enlisted by the Wet Boot Boys, a gang from the docks. I'm their muscle for their dirty work.
Not anymore, buddy boy.
Most people don't become thugs when unemployed. This is a choice you made.
I don't care what you think, sir. I do what I have to do for my own reasons. And that's that.
I'm not sure Mr. Lewis would agree with your by all means necessary philosophy, sir.
Oh, do you really think he's the poor victim here? Barrett can be as sneaky as anyone. Long ago, I even called the bastard my best friend.
Ah. That's sad. Poor Joe. What happened? He's up to something. He's got sneaky eyes. He's got a rat face, right? This guy's got a dog face. This guy's got a rat face. Remember that.
Goodbye, Mr.
New human.
Good evening, sir. Do you remember me?
Old
If you're
human.
here for a reward, you'll be sorely disappointed.
I saved your life, buddy boy.
But I'll gladly shake the hand of a fellow countryman.
I'm not here for a bounty. I'm a doctor. Dr. Reed from the Pembroke.
A doctor? In Whitechapel? What an opportunity. My name's Bates. Cadogan Bates.
You
Cadogan
require
Bates.
assistance, Mr. Bates.
Not me, but your skills could help a lot of people round here. That would help my business, because I say, a live tenant's a paying tenant.
I don't like you.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane. She's a nurse.
Because of the hat.
What can you tell me about her?
Dorothy Crane, bless her soul. I really should thank her someday.
Are you okay?
Since I took an oath
Ooh.
to help people,
Well, see,
What's he got? A cold.
I will...
He's pretty sick. Right, talk about this again. Right, there we go.
Has she treated you?
no. When I need a checkup, I'd go to a bloody doctor, not some back alley clinic full of sick foreigners.
Alright, you're on my list. Don't like you. Oh, I can do it now. We're not going to. We need to get some more clues, but yeah, you're on my
What
list.
help could I possibly be to your business?
That's simple. I already get good money from all those fleeing the war. Can you imagine what they'd be willing to pay if I could offer medical assistance too?
Mr. Bates, do not make me regret saving your life in this quarantine zone.
I understand, Dr. Reed, you're from a good family. Don't want to get your hands dirty. That's fine. I'll be happy to act as your middleman.
If I were entering into the world of street medicine, it would be on my terms and without such dubious associates as yourself, Mr. Bates.
So it's a no then. That's too bad. The Reed tonic could have really helped people, you know, saved lives. Isn't that what you do? I mean, People buy that Swambra shit.
Swambra?
It's unusual to see someone so happy around here,
I don't want the hat.
especially considering the current situation.
The hat is dreadful.
Why should I be sad now? There've always been wars, disease, tragedy. There always will be.
That's an unusual way of seeing things in these trying times.
I don't see why I should shed a tear for another man's woes. I'm healthy, and I intend to stay so.
Ugh.
What is your business exactly?
I offer fair lodgings for a modest price to the poor and weary of Whitechapel.
I see. And what about those who cannot pay?
Well, deals can be done, if you know what I mean. Money's not the only currency. After all, I'm not immune to a pretty face.
What late night preview?
In other words, you take advantage of these poor lost souls.
Begging your pardon, I thought you was a man who could appreciate the complexity of the modern world. Things ain't just black and white, you know.
Tell me, what's your honest opinion?
I'm gonna kill him, don't worry about it.
in London?
People are just beginning to discover what we've always known. This city's rotten to the core. They just took their bloody time to wake up and notice it.
What do you mean?
People are acting like the violence is news. But it's always been savage down here. It just bubbles to the surface every now and again.
Shorts, tell me.
You seem to have recovered well since your attack. Do you ever think about what happened to you?
Not much. It was a fucking nightmare. Savages, absolute bloody savages. Their appearance. Jesus. It made me want to puke.
You'd better not come back here. I won't be around next time to save you.
They are a dull blue, slightly thicker fabric than usual from Tokyo Laundry.
I want to know everything about the recent violence, Cadigan. And I want the truth.
Well, rent may be a bit high, and yeah, I've had to evict a few people. But that's business, isn't it?
Take this as my final warning. You will not profit from the misery of others. Business is one thing, but what you do is quite another.
Really? What you gonna do? You ain't from here. You ain't Whitechapel, Doctor. You wouldn't know the first thing about playing dirty, even if you wanted to.
Let's see about that, buddy.
I'm looking.
Dorothy,
I did this. Oh no, I didn't.
Tell me truthfully, why are you so thankful?
by keeping my tenants alive, she's making me a rich man. Every month they live, it's more coin in my pocket.
What's I've got them all. Okay, so we can kill this dude when we cure him. I guess. It's got no social circle relationships. We just need to cure his cold. I don't know if I can cure colds.
Good.
But he's on my list. There is a shelter actually very close to here. Let's go grab it. Hello? Oh, you're dead. Never mind. I was going to talk to you, but I don't think that's going to work. Cause you're...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
I can.
I cannot enter.
What? Why not? What? What? That's never happened before. How peculiar. That's weird. Oh well, whatever. We'll get the cure at some point. We'll cure him, we'll kill him. Easy peasy. It shouldn't make a difference, right? It's got no social circle like all his hints. Why would it matter?
What do you want?
It shouldn't matter.
Leave me alone.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I'm looking for Nurse Dorothy Crane.
There is no Dorothy Crane here. Now goodbye.
I'm afraid this medical leaflet says the opposite.
Really? Well, I'm afraid I'm going to close this door right now. Go bother someone else, Mr. Doctor.
To enter that house, I must discover who this man really is. I must insist.
Okay. Alright, let's ask about.
Mr.
Eve,
Nope. Nope.
Goodbye.
Investigate down. How? Dorothy Crane! Spider!
It's locked, all right.
Well, we know she's there, although I kind of knew that already, right? Oh, you're a baddie. Hello.
no civilians allowed, sir.
Uh-huh. Whoa, cheeky! I didn't need to do that really. Where the hell am I going? No, I don't want to go into fighting areas just because there's not going to be anyone there. So we want to go back to the main part of Whitechapel, I guess. Now the mission wants me to go over here. It wants me to explore this area. It does. How do I investigate his actions? Let's try this one more time.
No one's there.
Perhaps I should look into it. Who distribute flowers at this hour of night?
Hello?
This elixir will give you faith again.
Good evening, miss.
Good evening, sir. Are you interested in a miraculous cure for this unknown and deadly epidemic?
Actually, I am.
Then you have come to the right place. The famous Swanborough cordial is all you need to help keep you in perfect health.
Oh, really? Why didn't I hear about it during my studies? I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, my brother has spoken of your research, sir. I'm Loretta Swanborough, and it's always a pleasure to meet a fellow healer.
Do you know Nurse Dorothy Crane from the Pembroke Hospital? I'd like to know more about her.
I don't like to talk about competition.
Competition, you say?
Never met her, but it seems she provides some sort of medical care to the poor. The whole thing has to be some sort of scam, if you ask me.
Didn't.
Tell me, who intrigues you most in
Her
Whitechapel?
hair's
The region
incredible.
itself is something to see, but I would say Camellia the mute florist who gives away her flowers.
What do you think of the locals?
Most of them are afraid or desperate. They all come to me eventually for my remedy.
Is there anyone I should avoid?
Cadogan Bates, without a doubt. The bloody bastard remorselessly exploits poor migrants as soon as they get here.
I like her. So far. She may be a terrible person. It's always hard to tell.
I'd like to see what...
What have you got? Opium, megatum... I'm very curious about that. I'm gonna buy it. I'm just gonna take it apart for parts and see what's in it.
When science fails you, this
Can I hop up there by any chance? How am I meant to investigate his actions? Game? What do you want from me here? I really don't get it. No. As long as that Y doesn't disappear from my screen, I'm in the right kind of place. In theory. Yeah, see, it's gone again. It's around here. Around this building. What am I meant to be doing? Game, what do you want from me? Tell me what you want from me. Can't go in any of the buildings. As soon as you get down here, it fades away. Yeah, it's gone. There we go.
A strange man was at the door with a pass for our medical facility. I refused him entry.
Darius, how could you know he didn't need our help?
His clothes were too finely tailored to be for Whitechapel.
Perhaps just a friend of that stray poet who is always about.
Richard Nithercott? No, not of the same cloth, this man. I suspect some machination from that journalist.
Clayton Darby. Is he still asking questions?
I just really want to know this. What is your editing going to be like in your Jurassic World evolution videos?
Me just downwind.
You're gonna have to... Can we try to not ask questions when I'm, you know, doing that?
I can't. I must talk to that Joe.
So, what what was your question?
Or the poet. They must know about Darius.
Repete?
The church they just mentioned.
Repete. Have I talked to the poet? I don't think so. Clayton? Clayton. Where are you, buddy? Clayton? Nope. Clayton? Yep.
You are blinded by your false faith, imprisoned by your daily routine.
Good evening, Doctor.
I heard you're investigating an underground medical dispensary in Whitechapel. What do you know about it?
Not much, I'm afraid. They are wary of strangers, and I'm not really an acquaintance of theirs. Why do you care?
I'm afraid one of the nurses from the Pembroke Hospital may be involved with unsavory activities.
Ah, could it be Dorothy Crane?
Without a doubt, you are a damn fine journalist, Mr. Darby. What do you know of her accomplice, a man named Darius?
I don't know much about the man. He's very cautious. Never goes out. Doesn't seem to have any friends or family.
He has no relatives at all?
No. Except for that strange man, a poet named Richard Nithercott, who sometimes comes by. Darius would never let him in.
Where can I find this Mr. Nithercott?
He spends most of his time lurking around Whitechapel, talking to himself or declaring verses. These days, you can usually find him behind the church.
Yo, what was your question? I didn't hear your question.
He never goes out?
No. A few days ago, he unexpectedly did. I followed him, but it was just a ruse to keep me away from his house.
Really? How do you know?
He went to the nearest mailbox, but just before posting his letter, he ripped it up and threw it away.
I like this dude. This dude's on the ball. You are not on my kill list.
Christina Popper claims she sells her body because she can't find any other work.
Cheers,
do you
Nook.
believe her?
Of course I do. Her story is exactly what I want my readers to understand. We live in an intolerant and divided nation.
Do you think things will ever change, Mr. Darby?
I believe the situation can only improve. And now that women can vote, I'm convinced things will change.
I like this guy. He's a cool dude. I'm gonna cure you.
Goodbye.
What's the editing gonna be like? Same as all my videos, really. It's not gonna be like intense editing or anything. There are reasons I have much longer playtime than playthrough time, but I can't talk about them because NDA, so. But it's gonna be... Yeah, I'm gonna cut out especially long nothingness bits, but it'll be low-key editing. Some videos will not be edited at all. It'll be like any other playthrough I've ever done, basically. But you're so low level, why would I care? Come here. Oh! Hello! Okay, party time. Someone's popular. Bloody Nora. Why would I not kill Milton? Milton's not a nice dude. Richard? I'm just gonna go loot this barrel, Rick. I'm back in a sec, buddy. Apparently I'm not allowed. Never mind. Come here.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Reed. I would like to ask you a few questions.
Please be my guest. Although I may not be the best informant regarding this part of town, my words speak about that which the eyes cannot see.
Really? Are you an artist of some kind?
I'm a poet, sir. Richard Nethercott, at your service.
May I ask you a few questions about the district?
Extraordinary part of town, is it not? I'll be glad to help you, if I can.
I'm looking for Dorothy Crane, a nurse who lives in this vicinity.
Dorothy Crane. Oh, I love the name. The Crane of Whitechapel. Sounds very mysterious. But, sorry, no, never heard of her.
What can you tell me about an old man called Darius?
Darius Petrescu? Yes, I know him. At first, I thought he was only a small publisher. I invited him to publish my work, but his reaction was pretty clear.
Not interested in your talent?
Darius is an old political activist who takes delight in printing tracts and lampoons.
Great word,
Those
lampoon.
communist activities only require mediocre writing skills.
Alright, buddy, calm down. Always wrong button. No, 2 out of 3. It's an odd looking dude, isn't he?
May I ask what you're doing at this hour of night, sir? Do you live here?
Not at all. I'm just enjoying the pleasure of a quiet walk. Though night talks are always preferable, if you ask me. Especially with strangers.
But are you not afraid of the epidemic?
Oh, why should I? I see some equity in the Spanish flu. No flesh should be saved, say the scriptures. Good or evil, rich or poor, all are equal in the eyes of the flu.
If you say so. But as a physician in a time of epidemic, I must caution you to avoid unnecessary exposure, sir.
Thank you, Doctor. But we both know the seeker of truth has to go boldly where the weak dare.
Is that too dark? Yeah, probably.
Are you aware that your life could be in danger in this part of town?
But this is where I must be to feel the real beat of the city. I had to come, see it for myself, alone.
I understand your need for solitude, but it's not safe around here.
I don't care.
Look at this.
I don't have many friends, Doctor, and my family despises me.
If some misfortune came upon you, who would be here to help you?
Well, you for a start, my dear Doctor.
No promises, buddy boy. Oh, everyone's bloody sick in this
What are
town.
your thoughts on the terrible situation in this city?
Terrible, you say? No. Of course, the death of so many innocents is a tragedy. But the scourge has not been all bad for the city. Oh, no, sir.
What are you talking about?
Do you remember London before the flu? Noisy, cacophonic, quiet nowhere to be found. And now, listen to this oddly peaceful silence.
Peaceful? That's quite an unusual way to speak about the epidemic. And very inappropriate, I must say.
Most people fail to understand my perspective. I don't blame them. But how could I call myself a poet if I veiled my feelings?
I don't like the guy, but I don't think he deserves to die, so...
Tell me, Mr. Nethercott, why seek inspiration in Whitechapel?
The place is not beautiful per se, but how to explain it? Stirring and challenging.
Do you not think it a little morbid?
On the contrary, sir. Whitechapel is full of life, full of beauty. Just like my dear muse, the wonderful Camellia.
What can you tell me about Camellia?
Not much. And that's the beauty of it. She can't speak, you know. She's a locked mystery who exhales kindness and sweetness.
I am liking you less and less with time, I've got to say. Damn, Camellia, that was easy. She seems nice, though. She could be terrible. It's so impossible to know. Oh, hello. He's not really deserved to die. He's weird, but he doesn't deserve to die, I don't think.
You're just afraid to find out the truth about your muse.
One day, perhaps, I'll ask her to come with me. But, will she still be my wild flower of Whitechapel if she moves uptown?
And have you ever tried to learn more about her? Where she lives? How she survives? Whom she may know?
Maybe I prefer she remains an enigma. Reality can be so dull, don't you think?
In what way, exactly?
The struggle by gaslight, the barren smiles and the added hunger under the rain.
If you say so.
Such vibrant antagonism and vivid paradox, the stripped humanity raged across each street.
Vivid, of course, yes. And what about the poignant distress?
Oh yes, the poignant distress. You see what I mean, don't you? That's what I want to write about, and that's what Whitechapel is made of.
Sup?
Did you know the Mute Florist is a member of a secret society?
No, I didn't. But I thank you for this information, sir. For it only enriches the mystery surrounding the precious camellia.
You're a weird dude.
Are you not curious? Is there not more you wish to know?
That girl has not an ounce of malice in her. Whatever she may be hiding, it's certain to be for the benefit of most, if not all.
I fear you are a hopeless romantic, Mr. Nethercourt.
Nevercourt's a great name now. That's it.
To read.
We done? Are we finally done with this dude? I don't want to talk about this guy. Bloody Nora. Did I have someone else like right in this area? Am I going crazy? I don't think I'm going crazy. There's Camellia. What's this? That's just a gate. Oh no, of course. No, wait, didn't... I'm sure I had a mission here, didn't I? Yeah, right. Aren't I in the cemetery right now? Shortly. Yeah, very close. May as well bang it out, right? By leaving the cemetery, apparently. Oh, whatever you say. How will you get your haircut? What people will do? Oh, well, the way I will get my haircut is I will go to a hairdresser and ask them to cut my hair. I'm being a dick, aren't I? Oh, hello. She put another one of these bloody things in. Stop it! I just asked for 6 at the sides and then just left a little longer at the top. That's all I say, and they kind of know what I'm on about. My dearest, most beloved children, I am so sorry you have not heard from me for a few months. The situation in London has been difficult. I know it may sound selfish and silly when you, my children, are still living in a country not coming back to Romania. Now let's grow up. Kiss my grandchildren for me, and remember that your father loves you all the way from this. Okay.
The content of Darius' letter to his children could give me more leverage to enter.
He hasn't done anything wrong, though, has he?
Darius is a bit less of a mystery now. It should not be that difficult to incite him to let me in.
Alright, calm down.
I'm cheap
Oh.
and I'm clean, I promise.
Well, those are the 2 priorities for a hooker. Bloody Nora.
Come on, take a look. Don't be afraid.
Really? Dark blue? Only one time I get my hair dyed and you're gonna go for dark blue? Seems like a waste to me.
Mr. Petrescu, just 1 minute, please.
You again. Go away.
Sir, wait. Stop this nonsense. I know Nurse Crane is here. Shall we speak man to man, you and I?
All right. Speak up.
Don't you see we're on the same side? We fight to help the poor, sick, and abandoned.
I'm nothing like you, Mr. Doctor.
Yes, you are. You too believe in providing medical care without charge. You know what we have to sacrifice to make the world a better place.
I have to admit your words have conviction. All right, I'll let you see, Dorothea. Don't make me regret this, though.
Much better choice. Much better choice. I'm looking for a save screen. There we go. Okay, before anything else big happens, we're just going to call it there. Ugh, bloody Nora, this game.